Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program, fuckers. And today I want to talk about these Franken watches. And these have been typically sold by Eastern Europeans. There was the Ukrainians, now we've got the Hungarians. And I'm sure there's a Soviet shithole which will commence this fabrication. And I've been reading through some of the comments that have been left here from good people, and I just want to make a few comments there. The first thing is, the actual watches that they use themselves there, if you look at the type, the font, and the wording, you'd actually realize they're not genuine Patek Philippe watches. Now, the chance of some Soviet shithole like Hungary or Ukraine actually having hordes of Patek Philippe, Lange, IWC type watches is next to none. Believe you me, all that shit is out of there. The next thing is that these watches, what are they? Well, they're generic Swiss type watches from the lesser known brands. That's what they are. They're lesser known generic Swiss pocket watches. And if you look at the fonts and the style of engraving, they've engraved the maker's name for many prestigious name. I've seen Rolex, I've seen IWC, I've seen Vacheron, I've seen Audemars. And if you look really closely at them, if you see a similar seller who's selling a whole collection of these, they often are in the same script, and that's because these bastards are all in on it. So the actual pocket watch itself is not a Patek or a Lange. It's a generic, lesser known, very cheaply acquired pocket watch. And they're converted. They basically get a new dial. They make a dial for it, which turns it from being a pocket watch. Often with a pocket watch, the sub-second's at the wrong position, and they convert it into a wristwatch. That's what they're doing. They are converting them, and they're using a little bit of trickery. They're putting an enamel dial on, which, hey, labour's cheap in these Soviet shitholes. And they're also engraving fine makers' names on them. Now, all the cases are steel, and there's no gold cases that they're doing this with. It costs a fortune for the gold. They're running a short con. It's not the long con, it's the short con. And that's what they're doing. They're selling these absolute monstrosities as genuine pieces. Now, if you look at how they've worded the stuff, they've got heaps of spelling mistakes, and it's only when you start really, really looking into it that you can realize what a fucking disaster these things are. So I'd like to go on record. The original pocket watch that they've converted this from is not a Lange, Patek Philippe, IWC. The next thing is that they are making dials, enamel dials with prestigious names on them, and they're engraving the movements. Now, they've already conceded in these advertisements that the wristwatch itself, the case is a new case. It's a marriage. They say a marriage. I'd say it's more of a shotgun wedding than an actual marriage. And it's one bodgy Soviet craftsman to another bodgy, nasty ex-Soviet craftsman. So you've got someone who's making the dials, you've got someone who's doing the engraving, you've got someone who's making the cases and putting this shit into them, and you've got some other bastard who's marketing them on eBay. And I don't know what to say. It's really, really quite a mean, nasty thing. And the prices that they're charging there if you look at it and say, Jesus, there's absolutely nothing Patek Philippe, nothing IWC, nothing Lange in any of these pieces, you'll then appreciate them for what they are, which is absolute dog turds. That's what they are, absolute dog turds. And any resemblance to a genuine Patek, the type of movements, is purely coincidental. And this is the whole thing. They definitely are not Patek pocket watches converted. This is a scam. Do you understand? It's a con. And it's put together by charlatans. Charlatans who are dishonest, nasty fuckers. That's what they are. They're dishonest, nasty fuckers who put these Franken pocket watches, wristwatches together. And the sooner people realize what they are, what they're buying into, the sooner this sort of disaster will go away. And I just wanted to set the record straight there. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think of these Soviet-sourced Franken watches.